take 30 trips back and forth. Why did I sit down like that? Welcome back to what seems to be my never-ending apartment makeover. We are on to the third room, I believe. Basically, if you have been keeping up, you would know that I bought this condo and I have been renovating it from scratch. We completely gutted it. We redid everything from the floors to walls to closets. Everything is completely new. And I have been room makeovering a couple rooms, including this dining room. And now we're moving on to the okay. See, the name is a little bit up in the air. Second bedroom, den, guest room, solarium. We have a lot of options, but not really a chosen one. Here's why it's such a conundrum. Because when I was touring this apartment, there was a bed in there. And they also sold it to me as a second bedroom. Like, that's how it was listed. So I was like, okay, cool. It's a second bedroom. Like, it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Now, once I buy the place, I look on the online MLS listing, and it's not listed like that at all. It's listed as a solarium. So then I'm like, who is lying to me? Because I have 2 full bathrooms, it would only make sense that this also would be a bedroom. But then I can also see it just being like a den because it's honestly very, very small. Now, this is the whole challenge with this room makeover. I have never tackled a room makeover this small before. I think the smallest has been my brother's room, but that's also pretty standard for like a small room size. This little guy is small. We got the room equivalent of a short king on our hands, okay? So this is definitely going to be a challenge for me, but I love a good challenge. This is what it currently looks like. When the sun is shining in during golden hour, it's so beautiful. The colors, the energy, just so good. I want the final room to kind of reflect this warm, welcoming energy. The struggle is going to be trying to fit anything into this room. The general size is like a 7 by 7 foot room. The reason why I say general size is because this room is so not uniform. None of the walls are straight. On the right side, we have a wall that's a window. This wall on the bottom has a door on it. We have a wall that has so many protrusions in it. The wall on the left also has a little indent on it. Like, bro, this is kind of the struggle, is going to be designing a room around these like whack ass dimensions. The general plan is to turn this into a guest bedroom slash second bedroom. So I want it to be definitely really functional to sleep and live in and be able to like have clothes in. The big 2 items that I need are a bed and a closet. One requirement for the bed though is that because there's not much space in the room, I need there to be storage underneath the bed in the form of drawers. I just think that's just so necessary in a small room because there's like just so much space under there that you shouldn't waste. So I want to look for a bed that has that. So let's do some floor planning. I drew out a detailed diagram to scale of what the room looks like. I literally just put it on a square grid that I found off of Google. Let me pull in a bed. Ideally, I want to go with a full-size bed because I want an adult human to be able to sleep in here. I think logically for the size, someone would go for a single slash twin size bed. But again, I just don't want it to feel like a dorm room, you know? I feel like I'm kind of past that phase. This is a double bed. Our placements for the bed are kind of limited. The first option that came to my mind was to pull it into this left corner of the room horizontally. However, it just catches the door by like an inch or 2, so I wouldn't be able to close the door all the way, which is just like a complete no-go. But that would have been perfect because it would have cleared up so much space along the window and like kind of on the right side. But anyway, that's canceled. Second option is to put it against the left side wall vertically. This also clears up a bunch of space. On the right side, it's not as ideal as the other one because it's not very easy to put stuff along because it's not straight, but it is an option. The other option, kind of unconventional, but to put it on the right side wall horizontally and it like kind of touches the window a little bit. The reason why I like this is because I can put a wardrobe at the foot of the bed. And then I still have all of this room at the bottom of the room. And then I could put a cute little lamp in this corner, like, and then because we're facing west, you just like lay in bed and look at the sunset out the window. I just think it would be so nice, like to have the sunlight streaming in on your face if you're just like sitting in bed during sunset. So it's more for like aesthetics purposes, but I don't know if it's very functional. Actually, wait, it might be kind of functional. The only thing is it catches the door a little bit. It just won't open all the way, but it'll open most of the way. So that is also an option. Wait a minute. I need to check something. Wait a minute, maybe I may have just found the perfect solution. Guys. I may have found a compromise. On IKEA, they have these day beds. I don't know why I'm putting quotation marks. They're literally called day beds, but it transforms from a twin size bed to like a queen or king or a double. You can kind of like slide it and choose whatever size you want, but you can collapse it into a twin, so it's like space saving. Is this not the perfect solution? When you need more space, you can just have it as a twin. But then if there are multiple people staying over, or if they just like prefer to have a bigger bed, they can just pull it out. That's what she said. Did she say that? I don't know. I think that's actually the perfect idea, but I think the only configuration that would work is if I put it on the left side and then like pull it out like this, which I'm actually really okay with. I think that looks really good. Again, it would catch the door a little bit, but I'm thinking because it's adjustable that I can just slide it if needed. I'm kind of willing to take the chance with that. We just found the perfect option. Okay, the only downside is this freaking bed is $1,000 with the mattress. I don't know if I'm willing to shell out $1,000. To be honest. So I'm gonna head to my bestie Facebook Marketplace. Let's see if people are selling this because I feel like they usually are. Hemney's daybed. I knew you were my bestie for a reason. Okay, I am seeing a bunch of different options. I'm seeing 650, a little high, 475. That's like okay. I think we hit the jackpot. 350 with the 2 mattresses, and they live like really close to me, so I can literally just drive and go pick it up. I'm gonna message this girl and see what we can do. Praying for the best. I think this will solve a lot of issues. Let's see what we can do. While we wait to hear back, let's talk about the style of the room. So the style of my apartment is very old Parisian, Victorian vibe. Please don't come for me if you're like an expert in design, because I really don't know half the shit I say. I just use words that I think match what I am thinking of, but I don't actually know if it does. I'm glitching. I really like these wall moldings that I have going on in my living room, and I'm so obsessed with it. I just like want it to be like everywhere that I go. So I think I want to continue it in the Whoa. So I think I want to continue it into this second bedroom as well, but only on one wall because I don't want it to be like too busy. So I want it to be the wall behind the bed to act as like a headboard-ish, except it's not going to be on the headboard side. I don't know. It's just like when you enter the room, you'll be able to see it as like a statement wall, but I also want to use it as like an illusion to make the room feel bigger lengthwise. So I want to make the column really, really long so that you basically don't see the bottom of the box. So I'm gonna have to go get that wood too. I also want to maybe put some wall sconces on the wall just to add a little more vibiness decor to the wall. Question mark. Hi guys, it is... Did you understand that? Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm actually gonna explain in human words. I messaged a Facebook Marketplace lady about the bed and I am going to go pick it up today. I'm not sure if it's gonna fit in my car, but the adventure is in the obstacle and the adventure is in the fiascos that happen. I have just learned to embrace the fiascos because there's no point in fighting it at this point. Let's go pick it up. I can't believe it's fitting in my car. I really didn't think this was gonna happen. I am quite unsure how I'm gonna bring all of this up by myself, but you know what? I'll figure it out. I feel like I've done harder things. Oh my god. Dude, I wish I cut my nails. I'm about to take like 30 trips back and forth, so let's montage this shit. This shit's sweaty. Guys, oh my god. I genuinely cannot believe that I got this bed frame up by myself. I was just like, it's just gonna happen. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but come rain or shine, that's definitely not the idiom. You know what I mean? Like, under any circumstance, I was like, I'm about to bring this up to my apartment. And I did it. I knew that I had to put it on its side and I didn't want to ruin the sides. So I had to add these little pieces of foam to the bottom to like cushion it, and it worked. So that's amazing. I'm so sweaty, but I went ahead and removed the mattress covers to throw into the wash, but I'm gonna build the rest of the bed in the meantime. Luckily, most of the things are already built. So that's great. I'm just like, bro, I can't believe I did that. Goes to show you're way capable of anything you want to do. Hello guys, it is the next day. It's bright and sunny. You know what? I realized that I should not have been, this is so bad, but I was building this bed at like 3 a.m. I forgot that I have neighbors. I now have neighbors, which is not a good thing for me. I will hopefully not be doing that again. Regardless, the bed is now complete. Look how good it looks. It looks super new, and like for the price that I got it at, I'm really glad how well it turned out. I obviously don't have the mattress on yet because I just finished washing and drying all the mattress covers, so I'm gonna put that on. But before I put the mattress on, I want to decorate the wall. So I think I mentioned this before, but I want to do like wall moldings on the wall, and I want to basically do like 3 columns and kind of avoiding the sprinkler. Not sure I'm gonna do that. Gonna do some planning, but I have already bought the wood, and this is what it looks like. It's as similar as I could get it to the wall molding that I have outside, but the pieces of wood that I got for the living room, I actually bought from this store that's like way out of the way, so I would have had to travel like an hour to go get it, and I just wasn't willing to. So I did my best, got some from Home Depot, and it's like kind of similar but not really, but like we're just gonna pass it off like it is because I don't want to travel that far. So we're gonna plan out the size, we're gonna cut it out, and then we're gonna install the wall moldings. I'm so excited. It's fake. We already finished it. Or my dad finished it. Let's install it on the wall. He's not talking to me. I swear I can't do this anymore. To apply these to the wall, instead of using nails like we previously did in the living room, we're just using this No More Nails construction adhesive because it's so much easier and avoids having to worry about working around studs in the wall, which notoriously has been a pain in the ass. So while I spread the adhesive on the wood pieces, my dad stuck it onto the wall. Once we finished placing the wood on the wall, this is what it looked like. It was already looking really good, and then I just went ahead and painted it the same color as the wall. I just love wall moldings for the subtle dimension and like character that it adds to a wall without overwhelming it. Highly recommend doing this to your walls. If you're not going for this kind of style, there's also tons of different types of wood trim, so you can try those. But after that, we put the cleaned mattress covers back onto the mattresses and then onto the bed. It's pretty even. Alright, now with the bed in place, I now had a better idea of what I wanted above the bed, and I decided on some wall sconces. So I first had to get an extension cord because the outlet was right in the middle of the wall and I wanted 2 on either side. So I got this flat extension cord that goes both ways, which is super nice, so I don't have to take up 2 outlets. Alright, sconce unboxing time! I'm really excited about these because essentially I have this globe light fixture in my dining room and I want all of the lights in my apartment to match. So I got these frosted globe lights to add as sconces on top of the bed. I'm definitely a gold girl over a silver girl, so I love these gold metal pieces on the lights. To install them, we hammered these wall anchors into the wall so that they would not budge, and we also adjusted the wires so that the bulb would hit approximately the middle of the wall. Oh my god, it's looking so good already. I love the lighting in this room. It's so bright and nice. It's almost too bright, bro. There's direct sunlight in my eyes. Okay, so I have the globes installed, but I actually have to go pick up the light bulbs because I didn't realize that it didn't come with it. The bed is like kind of not aligned with the wall, but I am gonna deal with that later after I install everything to see if I really need to line it up, because this positioning of the bed is like best for the space of the room, but it doesn't match exactly with the lights and the framing. I mean, I feel like it's good enough for now. Anyway, the task at hand is I actually want to conceal these wires because obviously they're black. It's not super ideal. So I got these cord covers that I'm gonna use for the first time. I've never used cord covers before, but if you guys remember my office makeover that I did for my sister and her husband, a lot of you guys were yelling at me in the comments to use cord covers, so I'm going to use them today. Okay, don't you worry, don't yell at me again. So here they are. Looks like this. There's a bunch that you use to connect together. Bro, the freaking lighting in here, I'm going to pass the fuck out. So nice. The floor to ceiling windows was so such the right move. I just need to go on a little rant right now because I have been living here for like 1 to 2 months at this point, and let me tell you, I was having a lot of like regrets and doubts because I was like, where the hell is the sunlight? Because it was obviously winter time. Yes, my apartment is west facing, but it's like a little bit northwest. So I was like, did I choose something that was a little bit too north? And north facing windows are the absolute worst because you never get any direct sunlight ever in the year, ever in the day. So I was like, am I just gonna be sad the whole year? But no, it's just winter. Now that it's getting more sunny, girl do be more happy. So seasonal depression is a real thing. But like the issue is I don't have AC in this building, so it's gonna get really hot in here. We'll deal with that when the time comes. Anywho, here are the cable covers. So I'll link these cord covers below as well as all the other items that I got and used in this video. But these cable covers are so easy to use. You basically just slide the cover on and then snap or slide the front piece on. If you need to customize the length, you just grab a saw and cut off the excess. So once I had my desired covers, I just grabbed the double-sided tape that was included in the package and just stuck it onto the wall. I was planning on painting the black light switches originally, but the globe actually covers it perfectly, so I just left it alone. But it looks so uniform and cohesive now. I'm literally obsessed. I'm gonna be using cord covers everywhere. And then I just installed the light bulb and oh my god, look at how it's already looking so good. It's so ambient and just like elevates the lighting so much as opposed to overhead lighting. Let's talk about wardrobe. Now, we already have the drawers underneath the bed, which is great, but I feel like you always need some sort of hanging fixture to hang your clothes because folding is just not enough. So this is where the real issue comes in because like for the bed, you can kind of place it wherever in the room. I mean, there's a couple different options, but for the wardrobe, because it's like so tall lengthwise, there's only a certain amount of walls that you can use. Like you definitely can't put it against the window. Originally, I really wanted to put it inside this like top right nook in the room and like kind of build a custom closet around it and like block off that entire part of the room, floor to ceiling. But then I was like, it's not really safe. It might be a fire hazard. I'm not really sure. You can't really open the window. So that idea is scrapped. And then I was like, okay, what other wall could I use? If I'm gonna put the bed on the left side, then basically I can only put it on the right side, right? I can't put it against the window. I also can't put it against the door. So that only leaves me with this little protrusion area that I can use. But then it just like makes the space so small. I think my only solution is to use an open wardrobe, which is not ideal because it kind of collects dust, but I also don't want to be tied down to something so permanent because I do kind of want this room to be a little more flexible because in case I want to turn into an office or something, I still have that option. So I definitely need something that holds a lot of stuff, but is not too clunky and isn't too big. I don't know. I have so many like contradicting qualities that I'm looking for, so I'm just trying my best out here. So what I ended up getting was this metal closet solution that had a bunch of good reviews. I'll link it below, but it's basically like 2 hanging racks on the side and then wire shelving in the middle. It looks pretty sturdy, so we'll see how it holds up. Guys, what the hell? No, I am in disbelief. This is just a sign that something bad is about to happen. Nothing is allowed to go this smoothly in my room makeovers, but this fits so perfectly in this little nook. It's like it was made for the nook. It's like exactly the width to slide it in, and get this. You ready for this? When I slide out the bed, it doesn't hit the rack. It's literally so perfect. This is like pulled all the way out. I'm so happy about this. That's amazing. So there's actually a lot of storage space on this rack. We have 2 hanging racks and then we have a bunch of shelves in the middle and then also along the bottom. And from the reviews on Amazon, this seems to be very sturdy. Like people hang heavy duty coats on here, jackets, books, all that kind of stuff, and it doesn't break. So highly recommend. I'll test this out obviously and I'll hang stuff on here, but seems to be the perfect solution so far. I'll link this below. I'll also link everything that I bought down below. I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop because I feel like something's gonna go wrong. And I'm not gonna manifest that for myself. I was gonna knock on wood, but there's no goddamn wood in this building. This building is all freaking cement. Hopefully there's wood in there, but I'm just so happy about this. Okay, let's move on. Then I got this little side table that had gold legs and a marble top because I wanted to match the aesthetic of the room. I originally wanted to place this on the wall side of the bed and specifically got a C-shaped table so that I could still open the drawers, but I think I did my measurements wrong and had to put the table on the other side instead beside the wardrobe, but it actually looked pretty good in the end, but just not really according to my original plan. I made a quick trip to the thrift store to pick up some extra items for the room, and then it was time to put the bedding on. This set is actually from the U-Haul of stuff that I brought back from LA, and I actually think it works perfectly in here. I'm glad that I have a use for it instead of just sitting in my closet for another couple years. Guys, it's looking so good and cozy. I went thrifting and I got these 2 extra items. This is a gigantic fluffy pillow. It was $4.99. And then I also got a throw blanket. This was also $5. I realized that everything in here is like really white and bright, but that's just like what I'm going for because this room is so small. I don't want any darkness to like suck away the dimensions. So bro, I'm sweating so hard because it's really hot with the sun so bright today, but it's looking so good. I also thrifted this mirror from the thrift store, as I just mentioned. This was $13. I feel like this should go behind the door right here. Perfect. It's so cute. Oh my god, it looks so good. Then I just added some final decor pieces and now the room is finished. So let's see some satisfying before and afters. Oh my god, the room is complete. This might be the coziest room in my entire apartment. I'm sweating so hardcore right now. Don't even ask what highlight I'm using. It's literally just sweat. But look how cozy this is. Dude, I just want to like vibe in here every single night. Like with these lights on, so cozy. I'm so glad I decided to add these in. I love that it actually feels like there's a lot of space in here because I ended up using a day bed. Like you can still expand it to a full size, queen size, king size, and it won't interfere with the clothing rack. Now, I know what some of y'all are gonna say. Where's the color? It's all white, it's all beige. Girl, just let me have this one, okay? Let me have this one. You guys know that I do have a tendency to make all my rooms like white, but I feel like it works for this room because there's a lot going on with the cityscape. So I'm just gonna call that a lucky fluke, honestly though. It definitely was not planned like that. I added a couple plants for color. These are fake, unfortunately. Maybe in the future I will be able to keep real plants alive. Those are the hopes and dreams. What do you guys think of this room? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. You can check out the entire condo renovation series from the start here, or you can check out my new song, How to Love, right here.